Life is a complex tapestry woven with experiences, emotions, and memories, each thread contributing to our overall sense of well-being. Yet, there are moments when we find ourselves grappling with an unsettling feeling that permeates our daily existence, the feeling that nothing is fun anymore. This sentiment can be disheartening and overwhelming, often leaving us questioning our purpose, our passions, and the very fabric of our reality. As children, we are imbued with a sense of wonder, a boundless enthusiasm for life that makes even the simplest activities a source of joy. However, as we grow older, the weight of our experiences, the trials we face, and the relentless march of time can lead to a profound sense of detachment and numbness. Have you ever found yourself in a situation where the things you once loved now feel dull and lifeless? Perhaps hobbies that once sparked joy now seem like a chore, or social gatherings leave you feeling more isolated than connected. It's as if a fog has settled over your life, obscuring the vibrant colors of excitement and happiness. You go through the motions, waking up, completing tasks, achieving goals, but inside, a nagging disquiet lingers. This feeling is not merely a fleeting phase. It can be a signal that something deeper is at play within us. In this video, we will explore the intricate layers of emotional numbness and apathy, delving into the reasons behind this pervasive sensation and the philosophical insights that can help illuminate our path back to a more vibrant existence. We'll examine how the weight of life's complexities can lead us to develop protective emotional calluses and the importance of recognizing and addressing these barriers. Through personal anecdotes and philosophical reflections, we'll uncover strategies for rebuilding sensitivity in a world that often encourages detachment. So, if you've ever felt as though you're merely coasting through life, detached from the joy that once filled your days, this discussion is for you. Together, we will embark on a journey to rediscover what it means to truly live, to feel, to connect, and to embrace the beautiful chaos of existence. Let's dive in. As children, we are born with an innate sense of wonder and curiosity. Everything is new and exciting. The world is a canvas painted with endless possibilities. However, as we transition into adulthood, this perspective often shifts dramatically. The complexities of life, responsibilities, and the sheer weight of existence can overshadow that initial enthusiasm. This transformation raises an essential question. What happens to that childlike wonder? And why do so many of us find ourselves in a state of apathy as adults? In my own life, I remember the thrill of exploring my surroundings as a child. Every tree was a castle, every shadow a mystery waiting to be uncovered. I could spend hours imagining stories, creating worlds in my mind. However, as I grew older, I became acutely aware of societal expectations, career paths, and the relentless march of time. The dreams of childhood began to fade into the background, replaced by responsibilities that felt heavy and suffocating. The transition from childhood to adulthood is marked by an inevitable loss of innocence. We learn about failure, heartbreak, and the complexities of human relationships. Each of these experiences can chip away at our sense of wonder. I remember feeling excited about simple things, going to the park, building sandcastles, or watching the clouds transform into fantastical shapes. But as life became more about obligations, school, work, and social norms, I found that those simple joys started to dissipate. The world became less about exploration and more about survival. This experience resonates with many people. The chaos of adult life can lead to a sense of insignificance as we navigate through stress, loss, and emotional turmoil. When faced with the harsh realities of life, it's common to adopt a defensive mechanism, pulling back from emotions that once brought us joy. This feeling of detachment can manifest as a disconnection from activities that previously excited us. Perhaps it's a favorite hobby that now feels tedious, or a social gathering that seems more like an obligation than a joy. In discussing this shift, we must consider the societal influences that contribute to the loss of childhood wonder. In our fast-paced world, success is often defined by productivity and achievement. We measure our worth by our career advancements, financial status, and social standing. rather than our ability to find joy in the little things. This shift can lead to a feeling of monotony and disillusionment as we chase goals that don't fulfill us on a deeper level. Reflecting on this, I often ponder the question, can we reclaim that sense of wonder as adults? I believe it is possible, but it requires conscious effort and a willingness to reconnect with our inner child. This can involve stepping outside of our comfort zones, trying new experiences, and allowing ourselves to be vulnerable. It's essential to prioritize activities that ignite our passions, whether that's pursuing a creative endeavor, exploring nature, or engaging in meaningful conversations with loved ones. By embracing the joy of discovery, we can reignite that childlike curiosity and find a renewed sense of purpose. However, this journey isn't easy. It requires us to challenge societal norms, confront our fears, and dismantle the barriers we've built around ourselves. Ultimately, the path to reclaiming our wonder is unique for each individual, shaped by our experiences, challenges, and aspirations. As we navigate the complexities of adulthood, many of us find ourselves resorting to emotional numbness as a defense mechanism. This state can be described as a way to protect ourselves from the constant pain and disappointment that life can bring. However, while emotional numbness might offer temporary relief, it often comes at the cost of disconnecting us from the richness of life. The realization that emotional numbness is often not a conscious choice is profound. For me, it was a gradual process. I remember times when I felt overwhelmed by grief after losing a loved one, rather than allowing myself to feel the pain. I found myself pushing those feelings away, convincing myself that being strong meant being stoic. This created a cycle where I could function day to day but felt increasingly detached from my emotions and experiences. This disconnection can manifest in various ways. We might engage in activities we once loved but feel no joy or excitement. Social gatherings may feel obligatory rather than enjoyable, leading to a sense of isolation even when surrounded by friends. In my case, I often attended social events but felt like an outsider looking in. I would smile and laugh on the surface, but internally, I felt a void. This disparity between outward appearances and internal experiences can be disheartening, and it raises the question of how many of us live in a state of emotional dissonance. Philosophically, the notion of emotional numbness connects to the Stoic idea of emotional control. Stoicism teaches us to differentiate between what we can control and what we cannot. This perspective can be liberating, allowing us to let go of certain emotions and experiences that weigh us down. However, the danger lies in taking this philosophy too far. When we become entirely detached from our feelings, we risk losing the ability to connect with others and ourselves on a meaningful level. The concept of a callus on our emotions serves as a powerful metaphor. Just as a calloused hand protects us from physical pain, emotional numbness can shield us from emotional distress. Yet, the downside is that this same numbness can prevent us from feeling joy, love, and connection. Life's subtleties, the beauty of a sunset, the warmth of a hug, or the thrill of a shared laugh, can become muted when we build walls around our hearts. In my personal journey, I found that acknowledging my numbness was the first step toward healing. It required vulnerability, a willingness to confront the emotions I had buried deep within. This process was not easy, as it involved revisiting painful memories and experiences. However, through therapy and self-reflection, I learned to embrace my emotions rather than fear them. Finding healthy outlets for emotional expression is essential, whether through journaling, art, or open conversations with trusted friends. These practices can help us reconnect with our feelings. Additionally, allowing ourselves to experience vulnerability can pave the way for deeper connections with others. By sharing our struggles and fears, we invite empathy and understanding into our relationships. It's important to remember that the journey out of emotional numbness is not linear. There will be days when we feel overwhelmed by emotions and others when we feel detached. The key is to embrace this ebb and flow, recognizing that it's a natural part of the human experience. By allowing ourselves to feel fully, we can reclaim the richness of life and cultivate deeper connections with ourselves and those around us. While some degree of detachment can be beneficial, extreme detachment can lead to a profound disconnection from life itself. This state of apathy can create a cycle where we disengage from experiences, relationships, and even ourselves. Understanding this balance is crucial in navigating our emotional landscape. In my own experience, I have witnessed the consequences of extreme detachment. During a particularly challenging phase of my life, I adopted a mindset of just getting through each day. I prioritized tasks and responsibilities, pushing aside my emotions in favor of practicality. While this approach allowed me to function, I soon realized that I was missing out on the richness of life, the thrill of spontaneity, the beauty of meaningful conversations, and the joy of laughter all faded into the background. This phenomenon is not unique to me. Many people adopt a similar approach to avoid confronting painful emotions. However, this detachment can lead to feelings of emptiness and isolation. We may find ourselves in relationships where we feel disconnected or engage in activities that bring no joy. Over time, this can create a sense of dissatisfaction, prompting us to question the purpose of our existence. The philosophical schools of thought that advocate for detachment often emphasize the importance of accepting life's impermanence. Stoicism, for example, teaches us to focus on what we can control and let go of what we cannot. This perspective can foster resilience and peace of mind. However, the risk lies in interpreting detachment as an excuse to disengage from life. When we adopt an overly detached approach, we can miss out on the beauty of shared experiences and the depth of human connection. It's essential to strike a balance between detachment and engagement. While it's healthy to recognize what we cannot control, we must also allow ourselves to feel and connect. In my journey toward balance, I learned that vulnerability is not a weakness but a strength. It requires courage to share our struggles and to embrace the messiness of life. Cultivating meaningful relationships is vital in combating extreme detachment. Surrounding ourselves with people who encourage open dialogue and emotional expression can help us reconnect with our feelings. In my own life, I found solace in friends who were willing to share their vulnerabilities. Through these connections, I discovered the power of empathy and understanding. Additionally, exploring new experiences and stepping outside of our comfort zones can reignite a sense of engagement with life. Trying new hobbies, traveling to unfamiliar places, or pursuing passions we once set aside can help us break free from the monotony of detachment. For example, I decided to take a pottery class, a medium I had never explored. This experience challenged me to embrace creativity, allowing me to reconnect with my inner self and experience the joy of creation. Ultimately, finding the right balance between detachment and engagement is a personal journey. It requires self-reflection, a willingness to embrace vulnerability, and the courage to step outside our comfort zones. By fostering connections, exploring new experiences, and allowing ourselves to feel deeply, we can navigate the complexities of life with a renewed sense of purpose and joy. When we experience emotional numbness, it often resembles a callus forming on our emotions, protective yet restrictive. Rebuilding sensitivity in a world that encourages detachment requires intention, patience, and a willingness to embrace discomfort. For me, the process of rebuilding sensitivity began with acknowledging the calluses I had built. It was like peeling back layers of an onion, each layer revealing emotions I had long suppressed. Initially, this was an uncomfortable experience. I encountered feelings of sadness, anger, and vulnerability that I had avoided for years. However, I soon realized that these emotions were essential for fostering deeper connections and experiencing the richness of life. One crucial aspect of this journey is learning to embrace discomfort. It's tempting to seek comfort in numbness, but true growth often lies outside our comfort zones. For example, I found that sharing my struggles with a close friend was a challenging yet rewarding experience. Vulnerability opened the door to deeper connections and understanding, allowing me to feel more present in my relationships. Philosophically, the concept of emotional sensitivity can be related to mindfulness practices. Mindfulness encourages us to be present in the moment, acknowledging our emotions without judgment. Through mindfulness meditation, I learned to observe my thoughts and feelings without becoming overwhelmed by them. This practice allowed me to cultivate a sense of awareness and sensitivity to my emotional landscape. Engaging in creative outlets can also serve as a powerful tool for rebuilding sensitivity. Whether through art, music, or writing, creative expression allows us to tap into our emotions and explore our inner world. I began journaling as a way to process my feelings. This practice not only helped me articulate my thoughts, but also provided a safe space for self-exploration. Moreover, surrounding ourselves with supportive communities can significantly enhance our emotional sensitivity. Engaging in conversations with like-minded individuals who encourage open dialogue can create an environment where vulnerability is celebrated. In my case, joining a local support group allowed me to connect with others who shared similar experiences. These connections fostered a sense of belonging and understanding, empowering me to embrace my emotions fully. As we rebuild sensitivity, it's crucial to remember that this journey is ongoing. Life will inevitably present challenges, and emotions may ebb and flow. However, by cultivating practices that encourage emotional awareness and connection, we can create a more profound sense of fulfillment in our lives. In doing so, we reclaim the richness of our experiences, transforming our calluses into pathways for growth. The final point revolves around the idea of embracing change and fostering inner resilience. Life is inherently unpredictable, and our ability to adapt and find meaning in challenges is crucial for our emotional well-being. In my own life, I've encountered various transitions, some welcome, others forced upon me. For instance, after a significant career shift, I faced uncertainty and self-doubt. Initially, I struggled to find my footing, questioning my abilities and purpose. However, through introspection and support from friends and mentors, I began to view this change as an opportunity for growth rather than a setback. Resilience is often likened to a muscle that can be strengthened over time. Just as we train our bodies, we can train our minds to adapt to challenges. In my experience, this involved cultivating a growth mindset, a belief that our abilities can be developed through dedication and effort. Embracing this perspective allowed me to approach setbacks with curiosity rather than despair. Philosophically, the concept of impermanence is essential in understanding the nature of change. Many Eastern philosophies, including Buddhism, emphasize the transient nature of life. Recognizing that everything is subject to change can be liberating, allowing us to let go of attachment and embrace the present moment. In my journey, I've found solace in mindfulness practices that encourage acceptance and presence. Additionally, finding meaning in our experiences is crucial for fostering resilience. Reflecting on our challenges and identifying lessons learned can transform adversity into opportunities for growth. For example, after navigating a difficult period in my life, I realized that my struggles had equipped me with valuable insights. This realization shifted my perspective, allowing me to approach future challenges with a sense of purpose. Building a supportive network of individuals who uplift and inspire us is also vital in fostering resilience. In my life, I've relied on mentors, friends, and family who provided encouragement and perspective during challenging times. These connections remind us that we are not alone in our struggles and that we can draw strength from others. Ultimately, embracing change and fostering resilience is an ongoing journey. It requires us to cultivate self-awareness, remain open to new experiences, and seek meaning in our challenges. By developing these qualities, we empower ourselves to navigate life's uncertainties with confidence and grace. In this way, we can create a fulfilling narrative, transforming our experiences into sources of strength and inspiration. As we navigate the winding path of life, it's essential to recognize that the feeling of disconnection and the sense that nothing is fun anymore are not uncommon experiences. They serve as indicators that we may have drifted away from our passions, our communities, and our true selves. Throughout this video, we've explored the layers of emotional numbness, the protective calluses we form, and the philosophical insights that encourage us to embrace our feelings, no matter how uncomfortable they may be. Rebuilding our emotional sensitivity requires intention, courage, and a willingness to engage with our discomfort. It's about acknowledging the feelings we've suppressed and allowing ourselves to be vulnerable. As we peel back the layers, we may encounter emotions we've long avoided: sadness, anger, joy, but it's through this process that we reclaim our capacity for deep connections and authentic experiences. Moreover, embracing change and fostering resilience are crucial aspects of this journey. Life is filled with uncertainties, and our ability to adapt and find meaning in our experiences is a testament to our inner strength. By cultivating a growth mindset and leaning into our challenges, we can transform adversity into opportunities for growth and self-discovery. Surrounding ourselves with supportive communities and engaging in meaningful conversations can also illuminate our path, reminding us that we are not alone in our struggles. Ultimately, the journey back to feeling alive is not a linear one. It is filled with seasons of struggle and moments of joy. Just as winter gives way to spring, our periods of numbness can lead to renewal and growth. By nurturing our internal world and embracing the invincible summer within us, we can create a fulfilling narrative that celebrates the richness of life. So, if you find yourself caught in the fog of indifference, remember that it is possible to break free and rediscover the beauty of existence. Engage in practices that foster sensitivity, connect with those who inspire you, and remain open to the lessons life offers. In doing so, you will not only enrich your own life, but also create a ripple effect that inspires others to embark on their own journeys of rediscovery. Thank you for joining me in this exploration. I invite you to reflect on your own experiences and share your thoughts in the comments below. How do you reconnect with joy when it feels like everything has lost its spark? Together, let's foster a community where we can openly discuss our emotions and support one another in our quests for a vibrant, fulfilling life.